is it's an all-purpose productivity tool that offers myriad of features in helping users making their jobs easy while making contents looking aesthetics. So, most users, especially yung mga user na hindi familiar with Notion itself, there are tools they're not aware of na in-offer ni Notion. So with this one, our presentation for tonight will attempt to walk and provide also list of features that will help you get close to being a Notion expert. So tonight, we'll be presenting different setups that you can definitely take advantage of, and each features will help you to transform your experience with Notion. So for everyone's information, Notion is a great choice for companies, especially yung mga malalaking kumpanya that are looking for a platform that they can utilize, wherein, kumbaga, it's a one-stop shop, nandun na yung lahat. Since Notion is offering range of advanced features and benefits that makes it a valuable choice for like an individual, it can be a team that are looking forward to maximizing their productivity. So, yeah. So with this Notion, there are different things that we can do. So we can write, we can input our plans, organize basically everything we want to do with it. We can turn our ideas into action with Notion, and it's also AI powered workspace, making it even more um, user friendly. So there are different things that Notion can do. Um, you can create documents, wikis, projects that you are working on together with your team. It can also be personal, school related, things like that. There are also templates, galleries you can look up to. Na maaari mo na rin gamitin ready-made informations or like templates that you can use throughout your um, take noting experience. And it offers different solutions. It is um, uh, suggested for startup companies since it's again it's user friendly, madali siyang gamitin, hindi siya ganun complicated, and also it's good for remote work jobs, companies with remote employees. This can be a very good option. It's also good for education, for school purposes, pag-input ng notes, such as research, things like that, and also for nonprofit organizations. And tonight we will be walking through what are the features that you can use so that you can take advantage of this software. So with that, I pass it to the next presenter, please.
So, what is a Notion sidebar? It is a map that helps navigate all the various tools, databases, and pages in your workspace. So, the sidebar makes it easier to structure all the contents of your workspace. Like, you can organize or rearrange it based on your preference. From the left side, here makita natin yung sidebar. So, sa top left, yung name. Dito makita natin yung
Hello? Okay, sige, sige. Kyla, that's fine. Okay lang. Sige. Nagkaroon ng technical difficulty. Sige, sige. Okay lang. We can wait.
So what is a Notion sidebar? It is a map that helps navigate all the various tools, databases, and pages in your workspace. So the sidebar makes it easier to structure all the contents of your workspace. Like you can organize or rearrange it based on your preference. From the left side, here makita natin yung sidebar. So sa top left, yung name. Dito makita natin yung sarili nating account. So if you click that, you can see the create work account or mag-add ng another account and the logout. Yan. The next naman is we have yung search. Yung search bar. Ayan. Dito, you'll just type lang yung word or title ng page na you want to find and it will quickly jump sa page na yon. Yan. For example, is task list. Ayan. The next naman is yung home. And here, you can see the recent pages that you viewed. You can also see here if you have an coming events na nakasked. Then, you can also connect your Google Calendar para masync yung mga events or ganaps that you have and you can know kung ano yung mga need i-prioritize. Also, may kita mo din dito na already provided na ni Notion yung mga guides na pwedeng basahin and panoorin to learn more about the basics in navigating the Notion. Ayan. Next naman is yung mga featured templates na pwede rin natin gamitin. And then, sa inbox naman, here, makita natin kung ano yung mga recent activities, notifs, or any updates na nangyayari sa loob ng workspace natin. Then lastly is yung settings and members, where you can manage your account. Yan. Exit mo na. Next naman is yung pages. Yung sa baba. Dito, you can see the pages that is only visible to you. Yung mga pages na yan, dyan natin ilalagay yung mga own notes, task list, or kahit anong list, journal, plans, tracker, basta any database na you want to create and include. Then, beside ng private, yung three dots. And you can, here, we can customize the private section of our sidebar. It will allow you to manually sort your pages, like yung order niya or kung ilan yung gusto mong i-display kung marami kang pages na ginawa. Then, yung sa baba naman ng pages. And we can see yung calendar, mag-create ng theme space, tsaka yung templates. Dito sa templates, and click yung templates. Yan, nandito yung mga ready-made na templates ni Notion. So like, instead of creating on your own, you can just choose sa mga templates na yan. Then, nakita rin yung categories na if you want like for school, for work, or for personal use, yan, pwede ka lang mamili ng mga templates na gusto niya. Ayun, but if you haven't chosen any sa mga templates na nandyan, yun, sa pinakababa, yung more templates, yan, click natin yung Ayan, dyan, pwede tayong mag-browse ng mga thousands of templates na madidiscover natin na provided na ni Notion. Ayan. Ayan, marami siyang templates na gawa. Okay, exit.
Okay, let's go back naman sa setting and members. Ayan, kapag kinilik mo ang feature na ito, dito mo makikita ang account na pwede mo ring i-customize. Doon naman sa my settings. Ayan, narito naman ang appearance ng iyong device kung saan kung gusto mo ba ng light mode o dark mode, pwede. Sa open on start naman, dito mo pipiliin ang iyong device, ang iyong gusto na appearance sa Notion mo kung homepage ba agad, recent visited mo o top page sidebar. Sa open link desktop naman, pwede mo yung i-on para madali mong manavigate ang iyong mga links. As well as date and time, syempre dito pwede kang pumili ng time zone, lalo kung ibang country ka nakabase. Pwede. So privacy, matatagpuan naman ang cookie settings. Under nito kung functional your preferred selection and more useful features like analytics to measure your usage and experience in marketing para naman sa targeted advertising. Andyan din ang view history na pwede mo ring manavigate kung recorded ba ang gusto mo o hindi. It's up to you. And note lang na pwede ring makita ito ng mga taong naroon sa workspace mo. And profile discovery, kung introvert ka naman, hindi mo i-on to. Pero kung confident ka naman, i-on mo for your own benefits. Ang benefits nito ay para lang sa FB lock page profile. Parang ganon. Pag naka-on siya, pwede nilang makita ang profile mo kapag naman nag-invite sa iyo ang ibang workspace. Sa notifications, this is all about notifications lang talaga. Pero isa din to sa pinakamahalaga kasi lalo sa mga private people. Pero meron din itong feature ng Notion kung saan pwede mong i-download ang Notion sa iyong mobile app. Sa iyong mobile. Ito ang mobile app ng Notion para doon magsisend ang mga notifications at hindi magkagulo doon sa iyong website. Nandyan din yung Slack notifications na kung ayaw mo nang palaging mayroong nagno-notif sa'yo, pwede mo itong i-on kasi dito makokontrol yung mentioning sa'yo sa iba't ibang pages at kung very important people ka naman, i-on mo to para more updated ka. At para sa mga email notifications, under nito kung gusto mong updated ka sa mga email kapag nakakatanggap ka ng mga comments, i-on mo lang to. Always send email notifications. Kung into business ka naman, mahalagang i-on mo to kasi kada galaw ng iyong activity sa iyong workspace, manonotif sa'yo. More updated ka sa lahat ng mga magiging mangyari. Nga lang, mas maraming notifications ang mararating sa'yo. Sa email digest naman, ang email digest, ito naman yung kung sa madaling salita, ay scheduled email naman siya. Intended siya to sort out yung mga email sa isang users para hindi hassle. Dito naman sa email digest ng Notion, i-on mo siya para makareceive ka ng mga email digest every 8 hours sa iyong subscribe pages. Let's move on to announcement and update emails. On mo to receive your occasional emails and product launches from Notion. Let's go to my connection. Dito naman, simple lang to. Dito mo makikita ang mga connected account mo with your Notions that includes Slacks for notifications, Google Drive for files, and Stigma for designs and directly kay Notion to. At marami pang iba na pwedeng bigay sa si Notion as choices. For language and region, kung working ka abroad, you can select preferred languages under this yung setup ng calendar mo based sa iyong region na napili. And that is your settings under your account. Now, let's move on naman sa settings ng iyong workspace. Una doon yung settings kung saan nandun din yung account mo. Of course, that includes your name, icons na pwede mong ilagay. Sa public settings, makikita yung domain doon. Pwede mo din tong i-edit kung anong gusto mong ilagay sa generated links na applicable lalo na sa business or page na gusto mo para ma-address siya directly under your name. Under this setting is your allowed domain. Type mo ilang doon yung email na gusto mo at sa mga gusto mong isali sa iyong workspace. Sa public homepage naman, dito mo ma-access ang iyong mga homepage in public. May billing process nga lang siya kung gusto mo siyang i-activate. Export content naman ay para sa mga nilalaman ng iyong workspace. May backup na ang iyong Notion pero kung gusto mong mas secure ang iyong databases, pwede mo tong i-on at pwede mo tong export into HTML, Markdown, CSV, and PDF. Sa expert members naman, if you have business plan or enterprise plan, you can click the export members as CSV button to quickly get the list of everyone in your workspace. Now, let's move on to people. Dito mo makikita yung mga link at ilang members kasali sa iyong workspace, kung sino sila, kung anong roles nila, at sino yung mga guests, pati yung mga groupings. At pwede ka rin ditong mag-add ng mga members na gusto mo. Sa sites, ayan site. Dito mo navigate lahat ng mga activities na meron ka na may kinalaman lang naman sa sites. Now, let's move on to security. Now, may dalawang option ka sa security. If you're into business, update your security into business plan where you can limit a single sign on to manage your access into important files. If you're into enterprise, switch your security into enterprise, which is opposite naman sa business security. In this, your enterprise plan will automatically visible to provisions user under controlled workspace. Now, in general security naman, nandyan ang disable public page sharing, preferred members from editing the workspace section, and disable public pages to other workspace to disable export. And also, security from adding guests and members sa workspace. At talagang masisecure mo ang ganitong data mo sa workspace mo kasi para makaiwas ka sa scamming at fraud involvement. At meron din siyang billing and payments na involved. Sa identify and provisioning, ayan, this is about your domain. Hinohold nito ang mga activity sa iyong workspace from verify ownership, customize to create your own space. And sa user management, now if you activate who are verified users na pwede magtrabaho sa workspace mo, under this, pwede mo naman itong i-activate sa yung mga verified users. And these users can now freely change their profile. This also helps to control yung mga gusto mong join sa workspace at external users na gusto mong i-add at gumamit ng iyong workspace. Nandyan din ang single sign-on para ma-secure ang kanilang mga paglalagin at para mag-generate ng mga passwords. For connections, para naman ito sa mga connected apps and softwares na magagamit mo sa workspace like Google Drive and such. Sa export naman, yan, ito naman yung mga choices ni Notion sa'yo. Kung gusto mong i-export yung database mo, ayan, pwede kang pumili dito. And this is all about settings ng iyong account at sa workspace. That's it.
Ngayon naman ay will be moving forward sa pag-create or pag-join ng workspace. So the first step is look for the user icon, the name, and the three dots. You can click on that and you will see two options here, either join or create workspace or log out. So for this one, we'll be creating a workspace. So yeah. So with this one, you can actually personalize every workspace that you are working on. So there are three options here. The first one is for my team. So this workspace is specifically made for collaborative purposes. When you are working on a document, a project, whatever it is that involves maraming tao, like wider range of access. So this is a very good workspace that we can utilize. And next to that, we also have a workspace for your personal use. So you can use this workspace and input sa pag-input ng mga informations that are only available for yourself. Like it can be your personal researches, anything under this one. Actually, you can use this one. Assignments, other informations that are confidential, you can input it there as well. And for the last workspace here, we have school. So you can use this as your note-taking app for keeping your notes organized. Also, for your research, ayan, pwede mo rin gamitin to so that every are intact in a place that is, perfectly like organized. So with this one, we can use for personal use as our workspace. And then let's click continue. And now it will redirect you. And so yan, currently nag-decorate nito. So you can see here a prompt that says what's on your mind. So you can click categories that might be somehow related kung paano mo siya planong gamitin. Like for example, if you want to use it for like traveling purposes, you can click travel. Ayan, sige pa-click ng travel. Personal finance, ayan, natin yan. Habit tracking, and also to-do list. Ayan. So, at least magkaroon ng idea Notion kung ano mga bagay na dapat niyang isuggest sa'yo. Kasi si Notion as well, aside from tinutulungan niya nga tayo in keeping our information organized, at the same time, it might suggest templates or informations, ideas that can be relevant doon sa purpose mo. So with this one, let's continue with these ideas. And by the way, you can click as many theme or ideas as much as you want. And yeah, there you go. You are now ready for your workspace. So there are like basics that you can read. So yeah, you'll be guided kung paano ba siya gagamitin. So it says here, you could just click anywhere to start typing, and any other notes here that you can definitely take advantage of. So yeah, that's about it.
Ngayon na alam na nating lahat ng mga kailangan malaman sa software or application ng Notion, panahon na para tuklasin naman ang pangunahing gawain dito. Ang paggawa ng isang pahina o page sa Notion. At ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng page? Pagdating kasi sa nakasanayan natin, ito ay tumutukoy sa mga bagay na bumubuo ng isang libro. Kung walang pahina, walang matatawag na libro. Kung walang libro, marahil ay walang pahina. Ganun din siguro ang naisip ni Mark Zuckerberg pagdating sa biro. Dahil sa Facebook, walang pages o pahina kung walang mukha o ikaw. Pero hindi yun ang problema ngayon. Ang mga pahina o pages naman na tinutukoy natin ay para sa Notion na dapat mong basahin para ikaw ay mapakplano gamit ito. Paano nga ba ito gumagana? Ang mga pahina o pages sa Notion ay para mga canvas o canvas ng isang pintor. Ito ay nagsisimula ng blanco at natatapos sa pagbuo at paggawa ng isang magandang platapormang malaobra na naaayon sa iyong panlasa. Maging album man ito na binubuo ng mga litrato, listahan, hanggat sa mga teksto na sa tingin mo ay kailangan ng isang page sa Notion. Ang page ay nandyan para sa iyo. At ito ay binubuo ng iyong Notion account sa kaliwang bahagi ng iyong screen o sa left sidebar. Para gumawa ng isang page, i-click lamang ang new page na icon na binubuo ng pen and paper icon o ang pagsasama ng isang pluma o panulat at papel sa nasabing sidebar. Kapag ito ay na-click na, lalabas ang iyong nagawa sa ilalim ng private section ng iyong sidebar na kung saan ay may kita mo ang isang blankong pahina na may sinasabing untitled o kaya naman ay walang titulo. Sa katawan naman na kung saan ay maaari kang magsimula ay may mga salitang write something or press space for AI/per commands naman para sa iyong keyboard. Dito ka na maaaring magsulat katulad ng ginagawa mo sa iyong mga documents. Kapag nakabuo ka na ng isang page na kung saan ay kontento ka, maaari ka na bumuo pa ng mga karagdagang pages na pwedeng ilagay sa isang page na nais mo upang may organisa mo ang iyong mga kailangan. Magsimula lamang sa pag-click ng plus sign ng isang page rin na nais mo upang makapaglagay ka ng subpage o isang pahina sa loob ng isang pahina rin kung marami na ang iyong mga nagawang sulatin sa Notion. Kumbaga parang katulad sa wiki, kapag merong isang wiki page, meron ring related pages doon sa nasabing wiki. Maaari mo siyang gawin yun sa iyong Notion account. At kapag gumagamit ka naman ng Notion sa iyong browser, i-type mo lang ang notion.new sa isang tab para makagawa ng isang bagong page sa Notion. Agad-agad. Ayan.
Alright, so for the next one this is the most important part ng Notion tutorial, which is the basic building all blocks in Notions. Just like in science, cell is the basic smallest unit building blocks of life, diba? From cell to tissue, then group of tissue to organs, and then group of organ to system. So same with Notions. Starting with the building blocks, you can create your own to-do list hanggang sa lumaki ng lumaki ang iyong system ng Notions. So kanina, ito yung page title natin. So gagawa lang tayo ng blocks. To create a block, just click on the plus sign or the slash button. Alright, go. You can format this by highlighting or double clicking. You can turn this text to a different block. Like you can turn this text to a heading block, just like the quoted that this is the title. Or you can even also add the text with the link. Alright, so underneath heading or this is the title, we can proceed to the sub page or just type text that this is a sample text. With this one, we can bold it, italicize, and underline it, or can change it to a striker code or an equations. So for collaboration purposes, you can mention the person from here or day to day. Can also delete the text, duplicate the text, copy into different page, and turn into a page and turn it as a quote also. So let's add another page where just type this is a sub page. Of course, to originate this, we need the title. With this one, we can also make a to-do list. Just go. For example, if you have so many to-do lists, just put like to do 1, to do 2, to do 3, and so on with your to-do list. All right, so let's proceed to the bulleted list. Just go. Just type this is a bulleted list for the So the bulleted list can change it to a number. Go lang, Tef. So the bulleted, there is a bulleted list and even a number. So with that, sa adding blocks, you can also move them. If ever ililipat mo siya dito, or kung saan mo mang gusto, if ever natapos mo na siya, or meron kang nakaligtaan, kaya mo lang siyang i-move forward kung saan siya nararapat. So here's Mitch for the second one.
Alright, moving on to the next content block we have here. Kindly click the plus sign and then you'll see the toggle list. Alright, so we have here is the toggle list. A toggle list is a collapsible list found in our content blocks that make it easy to keep things tidy in your pages. So for this list uses an arrow that, when clicked, it will expand the content within it. All right, you need to type so that they can see. All right, so like I said, when you first click the toggle, it will show all of the contents inside. And then when you click on the toggle again, it will hide the contents inside those toggle lists to keep the pages clean. So let's move on to the next content block. We have here is divider. Like the name itself, it is for breaking up content on a page to help you separate distinct sections and ideas. Dividers are a good way to distinguish these sections and add some stylistic flair to your page. You can put something on the upper side and then put something on the lower side so that they can see that it divides content to two. Here we have it. So this is the divider content block, and then moving forward, we have is the call out. This basically lets you make a phrase of text stand out from the rest of the page by giving it a different background color and adding an icon next to it. Let's say this is sunny, and then you can change the icon by clicking on that one. There you have it. So these are the basic blocks that you can use to organize your notes using Notion.
Ayan. So, ngayon, nalaman naman natin kung paano mag-add ng block sa Notion. So, thank you, Trixie and Mitch, sa tutorial. So, now, let's proceed to our last feature, which is the database block. So, palagay na lang ako, Tef, doon sa untitled, yung database block. Pa-type na lang po. Ano nga ba ang database block? So, in Notion, ito daw ay isang powerful feature na nag-aalaw sa ating mga user na mag-organize, mag-manage, at mag-display ng mga collection of items or data in a structured manner. So kung isa ka sa mga mahilig gumawa ng to-do list at mag-organize ng mga bagay-bagay, this feature is for you. So paano nga ba mag-create ng database block? So dito sa write something, mag-search lang, i-search lang natin yung slash button. Then, sa baba. Yan. And then, yung full database. Pinakababa. Ayan. So dito, like for example, dito tayo gagawa ng mga meal plans, reading list, movie list, goals, checklist ng mga deadlines sa school, contact list, at book list, etc. So all of those, you can manage it by using database. So for the detailed example, let's welcome Vika sa paggawa ng book list dito sa Notion.
Hi, thank you so much, Ms. Kyla. So there are much more advanced features ng database block. However, what we're going to discuss for now is yung basics in creating a database. So Ms. Kyla already told us what is database block at Notion and what are the possible things you can do sa feature na ito. Now, let's try to navigate the features. Let's try to do book list. So we can also add an icon. Please book list sa untitled. Yeah, thank you po. You can also add an icon or change the cover for a better appearance. There, you have it. Thank you. So once done, we can move forward sa pag-i-input sa table. So as you can see sa screen, meron tayong table with 2 columns. So this is what we call the table properties. Para mas specific, palitan natin ng book name yung first column. There, book name. Since what we are creating is a book list, then we can also add another column for another properties. Like for example, book description. So in order to add another property, click lang iyong plus sign. Ayan. Tapos, kung anong type of property yung gusto. So, we can add genre and another one for the book author. So let's try to do it. So let's add a book. Example is yung Harry Potter for the book name. So for book description, we can describe it as a series of 7 fantasy novels. Series of 7 fantasy novels. And the genre would be a fantasy. And then, yung author ay si J.K. Rowling. The exciting part is, if you want to update kung tapos mo na siya basahin or binabasa mo pa lang yung book, you can actually add a property for book status. Okay. So, ganun lang ulit. Click lang yung plus sign. search for the properties, the status. So, in that case, ma-update mo kung done, ongoing, etc. pa lang ikaw dun sa book. Ganyan. So, that's it. Pwede mo rin i-change yung views ng booklet to different layouts. Like, for example, board, calendar, timeline, gallery, this, etc. So that's it. That's the basics of the database block in Notion. So to conclude our report, here's Kuya Clark.
All right. So thank you for taking your time and listening to our presentation. To sum it all up for our conclusion, so we can therefore conclude that Notion's ability to combine different types of content into a single workspace makes it an ideal tool. Kumbaga, it's really a good a good tool we can use, especially when it's collaborative. So you can have this note-taking app. It's very convenient. You can use it using your laptop, and since it also offers a mobile version, making it even more accessible to us. So if you value flexibility, productivity, organization, and also the customizability in your workspace software, we can definitely suggest that Notion may be your perfect choice. And yeah, I think that should be it. And thank you for listening for us tonight. And let us have a good day.
Okay, thank you Group 4 for your presentation ng Notion. Ayan, for the benefits ng iba, no, that was recorded presentation. Pero okay lang 'yon. Wait lang, bebe. By the way, pero yun nga, the Notion is a widely used app management or project management app. And pagdating nyo sa industry, may encounter kayo na Notion yung ginagamit, and then yung iba naman Monday.com. Ayan, it's such that yung Notion kasi, ito halos yung parang basis ng mga iba pang project management application like the Monday.com, we have the Asana, yan, yung mga yan are halos nag-base lang din from the Notion na application. Nonetheless, ayan, i-present naman sa atin ng maayos ng group number 4, ng last group, yung application. And I hope medyo I believe or I hope na natuto kayo, nabigyan kayo ng introduction doon sa paggamit ng Notion at yung mga features ng Notion. Ayan, especially now na ang ating work as advertisers, marami ng mga yung PR na profession, marami sa type ng ating yung modality kumbaga ng ating trabaho is work from home. Ayan, and bumabase talaga tayo sa online. Kaya it's important for us to somewhat have knowledge sa mga ganitong klaseng application. Okay? So, with that, again, wait lang, baby. Wait lang, baby. Ayan. So, with that, thank you again, Group 4, for your presentation. And nag-effort kayo na mag-record and so on, and maaralin yung application. By the way, yung ating finals, because meron kayong Grand Ad Clash, I think next week ata yung submission ng ating final requirement. Baka kasi nanginginig pa kayo sa pagod, no? I-move natin siya ng June 30 yung ating submission ng final requirement para magkaroon kayo ng, konting tulong dun sa, alam kong busy kayo at malapit na kayong bumigay doon sa because of the pressures ng GAC. Pero ayun, magpakatatag kayo, 4th year na kayo. Ayan, kaya nyo yan. So June 30, yung submission na ng inyong final requirement. Hindi ko na kasi kayang bawasan pa yung pinapagawa dahil ang dami ko nang binawas 'di ba? So okay na yan, yung time na lang, i-schedule na lang yung i-adjust natin. Okay? So, ayun, sabihin niyo na lang sa mga klase niyo na wala ngayon na na-move yung mag-cram pa kayo ulit. Parang ganun. Pwede pa kayo mag-cram, 'di ba? Ika-cram niyo rin naman yun. Pero ang point ko is at least kahit paano makatulong doon sa inyo. Okay? So, ano pa ba? Yun lang naman. Baka next week itong mga darating na linggo, hindi pa muna tayo mag face-to-face unless may klase kayo na face-to-face na pwede akong makasingit. Pero actually, wala na akong halos ipapagawa dahil ang ipapa-accomplish ko na lang per group is the leader evaluation to give me idea sa naitulong ng mga members doon sa reporting, 'di ba? Kasi nga syempre, hindi naman lahat talaga equal yung effort doon sa pagre-report. Yung iba naman, alam mo yun, nag-chill. May ganun talagang estudyante, pero okay lang yun. At least malaman ko para mabigay natin yung tamang grade doon sa karapat-dapat, no? Doon sa nag-effort, doon sa talagang nagsumikap. Okay? So baka yun yung ipagawa ko by this week, yung leader evaluation. And as I promised doon kay Ma'am Rona, na yung inyong grades ay aagahan namin since graduating nga kayo para makagraduate na kayo kasi gusto na kayong paalisin ng PUP, no? Hindi, joke lang. Pero, ayun, minamadali na rin talaga yung grades ninyo para hindi na kayo, kumbaga, paano ba? Basta para di kayo mahirapan. Okay? So, with that, maraming salamat ulit for this 33 person, 34 person joining me this evening and listening doon sa presentation ng Group 4. Okay, with that, I think I'll see you again. Siguro pag mga chill-chill na kayo, pag hindi na kayo pagod sa iba't ibang mga requirements, no? Yan, pero magkikita pa tayo for sure. Okay? Mag-ingat kayo palagi and ayan, bye-bye. You can leave the
Thank you po,
meeting.
sir.
Yeah,
Thank you,
welcome.
sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Arigato.